Okay, so today we're going to be looking at something pretty amazing. It's about zebrafish and how they're actually changing the way we think about and treat cancer. So imagine if, like, your cancer treatment could be tailored to you specifically, like it was as unique as your fingerprint. Well, that's what scientists are actually working towards right now. And believe it or not, it involves these tiny little, almost see-through fish. So the biggest problem with cancer treatments today is they're not really personalized. They're not one size fits all. And a lot of patients end up having to try like a bunch of different therapies before they finally find one that actually works for them. It's kind of like trying to, solve one of those really tough puzzles. But you only have a handful of the pieces. So what if we could like actually preview how a tumor would react to different treatments and before we even subject the patient to them? That's where these zebrafish come in. They basically act as these like personalized avatars. It's kind of wild. So picture this. Researchers, they take a small sample of a patient's cancer cells and implant them into a zebrafish embryo. And here's the really amazing part. These embryos are transparent. You can actually see right through them. This means scientists can literally watch in real time how those cancer cells grow and react to different treatments. They can see if a specific drug shrinks the tumor or maybe stops it from spreading, or if it just like has no effect at all. It's like having this like window right into how effective each therapy is going to be. And this isn't just some like theoretical idea either. There's this really groundbreaking 5-year trial that's happening right now. It's at the Champalimaud Foundation in Portugal. And it's actually the first trial to use these zebrafish avatars to help doctors decide on the best treatments for their patients. And we're talking about patients with metastatic breast and ovarian cancer. Now, when you hear metastatic cancer, that means that the cancer has already spread from where it first started, which makes it even harder to treat. So the fact that they're using this zebrafish approach for such complex cases, I mean, that really says a lot about how much potential it has. And this trial isn't just building on nothing. Previous studies have shown that these zebrafish predictions can be incredibly accurate. Like in one study, they correctly predicted chemotherapy outcomes for 50 out of 55 patients. That's like a 91% accuracy rate, which is pretty incredible. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why zebrafish? Why not use like some other kind of model? Well, there are a few key reasons. First off, speed. With zebrafish, you can actually see results within 10 days. That means doctors could have really crucial information about which treatment is most likely to work for a specific patient, and they could have it in just a little over a week. And let's be real, when you're battling cancer, every single day matters. The second reason is zebrafish are way cheaper to take care of than other animal models, which makes this approach a lot more accessible, and allows for a lot more research to be done. And lastly, and I can't stress this enough, their transparency is a total game changer. Being able to actually see how the tumors are behaving inside the embryo, it just offers insights that you just can't get with other models. It's really remarkable. Okay, doctors can go ahead and use that treatment for the patient much faster. They don't have to go through that whole long approval process. So what does all this mean for the future of cancer treatment? Well, if this research works out, it could totally change the way we think about and treat cancer. Just imagine a world where instead of spending months or even years trying out all these different treatments, your doctor could just use a zebrafish avatar to quickly figure out which therapy is going to work best for your specific tumor. It's a future where treatment is more accurate, it's more personalized, and hopefully it's a lot more successful. It's a future where we're not just fighting cancer blindly, but we're actually fighting it strategically, with a level of insight we could only dream of before. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about, right? These tiny little zebrafish, the kind you might see in like an aquarium or something. It could actually be the key to changing how we treat cancer. It really makes you realize how connected everything is, like how understanding one species can lead to these huge breakthroughs in treating another one. This whole zebrafish research thing, it's still in the early stages. And there's still like a lot more work to do before it becomes like, the standard. But the potential is definitely there. It's huge. So what can you take away from all this? Well, first off, there's a good reason to be hopeful about the fight against cancer. Scientists are making like incredible progress every day. They're exploring all these new avenues and developing treatments that are more personalized and way more effective. And second, remember that sometimes the most groundbreaking discoveries, they come from the most unexpected places. Who would have thought that this tiny little see-through fish can teach us so much about human health? It's pretty amazing. And as this research continues, and as this whole field of personalized medicine keeps evolving, it's just so exciting to think about all the possibilities. Maybe one day, thanks to the zebrafish, the fear and the uncertainty that comes with a cancer diagnosis, maybe that'll all be a thing of the past. And that's a future I think we can all look forward to.